away from the shore.
How would you
It's gonna
feel
end
if
up
you,
back
like,
at the
shanked a
shore. That's how
fish doing
waves
that?
work.
I would have been impressed. Are you kidding me? I'd throw it out there. You didn't skip it. A fish.
Tree.
You pulled down a
I thought you were
tree.
gonna say
Yeah.
your pants. I was like, what the fuck? Why?
I've pulled down my pants plenty of times in the past week, though.
He just did it earlier. Remember, he took a shit in here.
Oh my god! I can't believe. Really?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
that's insane.
Actually.
I've known you that long.
Yeah.
How old are you again?
22. I was supposed to see Boris earlier this week.
Johnson?
No. And no.
Two different fucking responses. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Take It Today podcast. I'm your host, Josh. As you can tell, Ryan and Alex aren't here right now. Ryan is working, and Alex is late, so I have Austin, my roommate, and then Austin Webb, who I'm just going to call Webby something because
Austin Inferior.
it's bad enough we've had two Alexes on this show, and now we have two Austins, and it's my only other two co-hosts for this. It's gonna suck ass, but here we are.
Yeah, I think this is the first. I've never actually.
Shut
I
the
think I've
fuck
met you
up.
before.
Hey,
Get the
nice
fuck
to
out
meet
of
you,
here.
Austin.
Yeah, we met you on Craigslist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put up a listing because I was looking. So basically, there's this thing I like to do where I like to take a slice of thinly like sliced ham, like the really thin slices, and wrap it around my cock. And then you know where it goes from there. You know what I was asking for, and you were totally for it. So that's
Actually, I think. Hold on, Jimmy, could you pull something up?
And this
Shut the
podcast
fuck
just so
up.
happened to be when you invited me over. So
Yeah,
here I am.
it's crazy. Yeah, you're just like we
Jesus
did our thing, and I was like, hey, we're doing a
Christ.
podcast. You want to be on it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is
It is
not
on there right now though, so it's getting ready for later.
Yeah, you just gotta warm up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense.
fucking Christ. That is not why he's here or how they have met before. Like
Yeah, no, a couple times. Yeah, just a
a
few.
couple times.
Just a few times.
Sure.
And
No, Austin's one of my. I've known him for like a year and a
since
half.
2018.
Yeah.
That's,
Is it really
that's more than a year and a
Yes.
half.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
that's insane.
Actually.
I've known you that long.
Yeah.
How old are you again?
22.
Fuck.
He's
I've
I
known
know
you
you're
since you were a
3 years
child.
younger than
Yeah,
us. Holy
he's
shit.
a baby. Nigel's a year younger than us. And then
Wait, what? Oh wow.
I'm the oldest in the group, and it feels bad.
I feel dumb. Anyways, how we usually start with just how we've been doing and shit like that. So how's your week been
So, like mentally, or like
just in general?
okay, so excluding mentally, it's been pretty okay.
That's all of us, let's be honest.
I built a commander deck. That was pretty fun.
And how much did you spend on this commander deck again?
This one was cheap. So I had most of the cards already, so I only had to spend about $60 on the rest of it.
How much would you say this deck is worth in total?
Do you want like oh, actually I have
I was saying I
hold on.
want like rough estimates.
I don't need I have more than a rough estimate. I have it on MTG Goldfish, and they'll just tell me the price straight up.
I didn't know you had to spend $60 for the rest of the cards you had.
It's only
Christ.
130.67.
So that's like around the price of my
Yeah,
deck.
it's not bad at all.
That's not
Now we're
terrible,
talking treasure deck.
though. Okay. Wow.
How much was that one? Like $400?
460.
Too fucking much.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Lands, man.
Yep.
Lands are built different. No, I did that. Sunday, my grandmother had a stroke,
Oh yeah.
but she got out of the hospital a couple days ago. It was good. I mean, it wasn't good, but she's all
It's
fine.
good that she's fine. And
Yeah, it was a
How
mild
old
stroke.
is she?
I think she's around 70.
I think
wow.
that's I believe strokes are like around like the middle of your life, like around your 40s. I think is typically when people have strokes. So she had
she's
one
perfectly
like way
fine.
later.
Yeah, she's doing great. She's running around. She was a little menace in the hospital. We didn't want her to sit. She didn't want to sit still. What else did I do? Worked a lot.
Oh, thank God, there
Is
he
that
is.
Alex?
Yes.
Tag targeted individual. They are shooting gamma rays
I
into
saw,
my brain.
I was looking on www.targetindividual.org. It's government. It's .gov. My bad.
.gov.
And I saw your name on there.
Vince McMahon has a government fucking website to get people.
He does.
Fucking
yes.
WWE, get out of here.
We're gonna keep
Okay.
going. I'm gonna cut
So,
some of
anyways,
this.
on my week.
There's enough bullshit with this episode as it is.
We have Alex here now. Thank
Indeed.
God.
Hi, hello.
Hello. Hi,
Energy
Alex.
is here.
He's been here the whole time.
I wish.
Yeah.
We
Yep,
got
just
the,
been
You
pissing
got
this
Yumi
last
over
like
there.
8 minutes.
Yumi's
Yumi over there.
our
Producer?
Rengar's
Producer.
watching. He's the foreman.
Yeah.
As you can
He's
tell,
our
like
boom
most foremen,
technician?
he's sleeping.
He's
Yeah.
not great.
Um,
Until we get him a boom mic, he doesn't have a lot to do.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I had a customer recognize me yesterday. I was serving them, and he goes, Did you used to work at Home Depot?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I thought I recognized you from somewhere." And I'm like, "Yeah, I used to work in the lumber department." He goes, "Yeah, me and my wife, we were building a house." And yeah, then he stated off the exact time he met me. I'm like, "Cool."
like
Not
down
like
to the
time,
Okay,
but
I was like
no,
down to
he
the
was
time.
like, "Oh,
The
like you
time
helped
he
me
came
unload
in
my
there.
trailer."
I met you
I
at
was returning.
July 7th, 1996 at 5:38 p.m.
You
were
were
wearing a blue
13:01 on the
blazer.
hour.
I don't know. I've now been inspired to just go to random ass people and go, "I know you. Did you work at blah 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 like 6 months ago or something?"
It was a year ago too. Like it was last
No,
summer
I
that
think-
he saw me,
That's
and he just somehow recognized me.
That's weird.
And then he tipped me $10 on like 60 something, which is below 20%. But you know, not calling anybody out here.
Apparently, the housing project was shit based on your advice.
Damn.
Did you know?
Not really. Probably not.
Did I? Oh, another funny thing from yesterday. I had these two customers I was serving, and then I come up to like bring him boxes, and he goes, "You
Like
know,
back
you."
to back or 2 at 1. I'm not sure what your method is.
Yeah, is this like the same table or is this like different tables?
This is a different table.
I was making a sex joke, but yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
Context.
yeah. The way they were complimenting me.
He loves
There
it.
could have been sex. They were like, they're like, "Oh, you have such a calming voice. You should have a podcast or do ASMR." And I'm like, really funny. I'm going to be on a podcast tomorrow.
It's hilarious how many people have told me like, "Oh,
Can
you
you
should
imagine
you
if you
should
just turned to the one, "You know what? You've inspired me. I'm gonna find one."
I will.
It's funny because
Tomorrow.
people all the time are like, you should be on radio or podcasting or something. I'm like, I mean, I kind of am, but
I mean, is the joke you have the face for it, or
Or is it a joke? that the
no, it's the
podcast is
voice. It's the
successful?
voice thing. So I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird, but whatever. But
I want to know like how specific people will get with that. Because I remember at one point I had like a swim coach go, "Dude, you have the feet to be a swimmer." I'm like,
Wait,
"What does that mean?"
That means you got big web. You got like hobbit feet, dog.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
fucking flipper feet.
You got webs in between your toes.
Not really. It's more just like the general shape and the fact that they're fucking big.
You know what? Are you like the girls from H2O? Like the second you hit water, do you just grow like a mermaid tail?
Wait, is that
I
movie
feel the
with
need
the
to
kid
consume
that turns
different
into a
No,
mermaid?
that's a show.
It's a show. It's an
Oh.
Australian show where
I
these
th-
girls touch water with their fucking.
Wasn't that on
feet.
Nickelodeon?
It was, but it's
Do
made
you
in
know?
Australia.
Do you know
Oh, I
what
didn't know
movie
that.
I'm talking about?
I know when you're talking.
Isn't that the
about,
one
yeah.
that they put on Disney Plus and they got a lot of backlash for it?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
The movie or the
No,
show?
The
show.
movie, the movie.
Oh, the movie.
Because isn't there a shot where like you just see someone's ass?
Probably.
I don't know. I know
If
he
it's
was
in
like
water and
getting,
people are
like,
swimming,
scales
yeah,
and stuff.
probably.
Alex, how have you been?
I've been decent. I'm incredibly tired at the moment because I feel like I've just been doing
Hey,
stuff
buddy.
nonstop for like
You
last
want
like
some mango
week.
loco?
That's adorable.
I'm surprised you didn't bring something like that with you.
Well, consider I'm already for like 40 minutes late. I didn't think it was a good idea to stop and make a little Rite Aid
We'll
trip.
make a run after this before.
You can make a run
D&D.
before we start D&D.
I think I got the weed smell out. I went to a High Lung concert last night at Masonic Temple.
Oh, nice.
Are those
So,
the guys who go? "Horama"?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
If you have like Old Norse, like druidic, like temple chanting, that's them. That's like their whole vibe, and it kicks ass.
Interesting.
That being
And what are they
said,
called? High lung?
yep,
They're pretty cool.
Heilung.
They're
Never
pretty
heard
cool.
of them.
That's fair. They're mostly like European based.
Yeah.
They only tour the U.S. occasionally. That's all I was say was imperative
I'm-
to go.
Also seen a band at the Masonic Temple.
What are you seeing?
Oh, did you also get swarmed with the sea of the big titty goth crowd?
Dude, I wish.
Dude, I saw
Fuck.
Strung
Yeah.
Out Jesus, and it was great.
I need to go to Highlong concerts.
Yeah,
Apparently,
Yeah.
They're fun.
You know, I don't know. I might find some alt babes at the King Gizzard concert.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. You're going to
that's-
see King Gizzard.
Yeah, it was
We're
the
gonna
fun thing
find
of,
fucking-
okay, are you an emo person or are you going to the Eric Clapton concert down the street?
my boss went to that last night.
I might have saw him, honestly. We kept running into
you
people just looking for food.
He's very distinguishable. He's like
is
a
it Toshi?
70-year-old Japanese guy. You can't miss him.
Okay, I only saw white dudes in like flip-flops wandering.
Honestly,
Toshi was the one Japanese man
for
at the
Eric
Eric
Clapton
Clapton
concert.
concert.
He would probably be very easily to spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on a seat, white guy. Oh, there's a small Japanese
Yeah,
man out there.
there's an old Japanese guy.
You know, we'll probably see a
That being
bunch
said,
of.
I think I determined I took the most wrong route out of there I possibly could.
Where'd you park at?
We parked like on the same road as Masonic Temple,
Oh,
like
God.
down the road a little bit, in like one of those shitty little like parking
Fuck
lots or
that.
whatever.
Fuck that.
It's like it was $20 versus the garage on the other side that was $50.
I mean, that's fair, but
That's
like,
Detroit.
I'm glad that when me and Ryan went and saw the concert we did last year, we didn't park at like by the venue. Granted, we did leave a couple minutes a little bit early, but still, I would.
Speaking of
I
parking,
feel like we have
lots, should probably
bitch to-
we should probably find parking for a girls' concert.
Where's that at? Is that LCA?
We'll just find it when we get there.
Yeah, it's at Little Caesars Arena.
You just simply show up earlier than you're supposed to, and then you
I don't want
find
to
a
park at
spot
Little Caesars
somewhere.
Arena, dude. You know how hard it's gonna be to get out.
And then
do it. Do the thing that I have, the little parking app thing.
Oh, yeah,
you
there you
can
go.
probably park at that the
same
same
place we
parking
parked?
lot we parked
Yeah.
at for like $20.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna
you can
say
get the shitty little scooter and like.
No.
motor it out.
No.
No, you could ride it like couples.
No.
It'd be so adorable.
I mean, at least it's
Those things are
at least you guys
evil.
are going in fall and not like the winter or something like that. So it's not like it matters too much if you are further away and have to walk.
I remember the last concert
When
I
are you
went
guys
to.
going anyway?
October 5th, right?
Six.
Shit,
Six?
then I
You
can't
keep
steal
saying
your
fifth.
experience because I have to go
I'm
to
pretty sure
LCA
it's the
it's the
Tuesday.
6th. I promise.
Because my chem tickets that we bought forever fucking ago are now
I'm jealous.
time to go.
I'm jealous.
My Chemical
Oh.
Romance.
I'm excited,
I'm
but I am
genuinely
so
jealous.
goddamn tired,
I
and my
forgot
social
about
battery
that.
has no time to recharge.
I completely
fucked.
forgot that you guys were still doing that. I didn't know that was
Oh.
happening
You know what
this
it is? The
upcoming
Gizzard
week. I
concert
thought it was
is
like
16th
next
so,
month or something.
of that
Yeah,
month.
I didn't know.
I also
about-
thought that. I thought a lot of shit was just nebulously in the future, and now it's now.
Yep.
I didn't know that they were coming to Michigan until about 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was longer than that.
It was,
Your perception of time is a little
it's terrible.
skewed.
Yeah, but
Well,
I'm
clearly you were a
genuinely
bad
jealous.
emo kid because
I
we were
am.
one of those assholes. I was just like,
How often do
spamming
I
F5
show their
on the
shit,
pre-sale
though?
Well,
on the
tickets.
reg?
Didn't
My
this
Chemical
didn't the
Romance?
pre-sale
All the
go up
time.
like because they're supposed to
It's
be
a
here
lot.
like before COVID,
Yeah,
right?
and then
So it was
COVID
like
happened.
yeah, because that's what I thought because it
Yeah,
was like
you figure
that's
we
why-
bought these tickets years ago.
right.
I how much are tickets now? It's like 200, I think.
Good fucking.
Yeah, because
luck.
probably fucking scalpers.
No, like on Ticketmaster, it's still 200.
Yeah, they're probably fucking
And that's
resellers.
That is
Oh.
resellers, and that's minus the fucking
Which sucks because
ticket handling fee.
I love to go see him, but now that
You can go mug someone on the way in.
I
There's
could
that
do-
way to
that's
go.
a good idea. It
5
is
finger
Detroit.
discount.
But you got to get their phone because you got to get the.
yeah.
That's where the ticket.
Yeah,
need
that would be a
to-
little awkward. What's your passcode?
no, all you have to do is this.
What your Apple Wallet thing?
Yeah.
You're assuming any generic asshole walking down the street has that set up.
But that also requires Face ID or some kind of.
It does. Well, is it just the QR code? What is it?
Oh, that's weird because mine I think requires ID. That was just for my card.
That'd be a little awkward, like beat someone up, steal their phone.
Hold on, let me get
Wait,
your.
shit, hang
let me
on.
get take it real quick.
yeah, yeah.
Here you go. I know we're going to. That's gonna be fun.
Take a screenshot of it. And
Makes
send it
sense.
to yourself.
The last concert I went to see was Say Anything. And, it was
And what did
fucking-
you say? And what
I
did
said,
people
"Wow,
kick
that was a
your
good
ass for
show.
saying?
Thank you." It was
The
so
last-
fun.
I was supposed to see Boris earlier this week.
Johnson?
No and no.
Two different fucking responses.
I'm sorry, when I hear Boris now, I just think of a dead champion.
No, they're like I don't know how to explain it. They're like they're more like a shoegaze, grungy like.
What
They're from.
instrument
They're like
did I play?
what instrument?
Yeah,
They play instruments.
neat. Strings,
They're like from-
bass. Do they yell into a coffin
Stand-up
and then
bass?
just wait for it to echo out? What do they do?
Washboard.
It like I don't.
He said grunge,
got-
so I'm assuming that
It's
normal.
it's kind of like shoegazy though. You know what I mean? But
Shoegazy.
yeah, like shoegaze.
I'm
you know,
sure
the
that makes perfect
shoegaze?
sense if you have that as a point of reference.
Shoe
I
nice?
did not, so that
I
is
don't
just
either.
Shoegaze. You don't know any like.
Yeah, I'll
shoegaze?
give me some bands.
Give me some. But slow dive.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you actually?
No.
Okay.
I was trying to move,
I'll-
trying to move on.
Josh,
We'll
Josh,
look
I
at
just
it.
give
hope
up
we're
on it
not
at this
white
point.
enough or we're too white for this conversation.
I
No,
know
I'm
We've
not
got
alt
the mix
enough.
wrong
Unfortunately,
somehow.
I'm not alt enough.
Oh, sorry. You know, it's only
I mean,
Maybe you should stop feeding it so much you could alt once in a while.
look.
they're from Japan. I don't know how often they come to the States, but I miss them.
All I know is that I'm pretty sure. It's not Rage. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. How am I having a brain fart? Surge is banned. I'm gonna Surge. No, Surge. I'm gonna.
That's the dude you work with? Or?
No, like
very confused.
fucking System of a Down. I'm losing my mind.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
I'm losing my
That's
mind.
the band.
I'm losing my mind. I'm
They
losing my
made
mind.
the- they made
Apparently,
the-
they might start touring again. So
They have the banana cream pie song.
they do. I'm very excited to if they actually start touring again. I'm gonna buy tickets as soon as
I
humanly
feel like that's a
possible.
bit different tone to Toxicity, but okay.
Toxicity's a good album. A lot of good songs on there.
Dude. But yeah, other than that, I've been great. Sleepy as shit.
That's fair. That's
Why?
fair.
I've been doing social activity after social activity. And
Yeah, I get
as an
that.
introvert, I am violently about I'm going to recharge my
How
batteries
many-
alone reading bullshit.
How many social interaction things do you have to do a week from stop being an introvert and become an extrovert?
Never.
Where's the line?
It's not about what you do, it's about how you get your energy back.
I get my energy.
If you
back from
feel
sleep.
recharged by going out and like seeing friends and like you're revitalized, then that's generally an extroverted trait.
I'm drained.
If it's I need like 2 hours like just sitting in my home and not have people talking to me, that's more of an introvert thing. And obviously everyone is kind of a middleist when it comes to that. Because you're not going to have someone that's I only recharge at a party. Only.
I think I'm pretty.
I
middle.
must attend a frat every other week or I die. I'm sure someone hopes to be that. I feel like Ryan wants to be that kind of person.
I
Ryan.
don't think so.
Ryan. Oh my. Fuck Ryan,
Yeah.
Damn.
dude. That
Way to
commander, like he bought a commander deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Edgar Markov. It's one of the most
This
broken
is the
commanders
part you're
ever
going to
produced.
give him shit
Yes,
for?
I am,
Just
okay?
like
Because I was like,
all of
if you have any
the
questions-
wonders and woes of now
I was like,
having a
if
new
you-
roommate,
I was
and he
like-
bought a deck,
Yeah,
and that
so-
is what beef gets.
I barely see him. So he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm thinking about getting a Magic. Okay, ask me for any questions. I can help you out. He's like, sure. So he goes and he's like, yeah, I bought a deck. Like, okay, what deck? I wish you'd asked because I would have told you which ones are terrible. Which is like Edgar Markov. So he bought one of the best precons ever made for starters, but he got it on discount from some he said third party site.
He's a third-party site, but he also said had very good reviews.
I don't know. There's a lot of Magic product gets scammed, like a lot of it. I've ordered stuff
We'll
and I've
find
come in.
out.
I ordered that's why I haven't pre-ordered via Warhammer ones yet, because I've ordered stuff and they'll send me the commander card, and then it's just all bulk common underneath it that they resealed and put in there.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's why I was like, oh, I wish Amazon's pretty good about it, but I don't know. It's a risk when you buy something like that, especially when it's $50 markup precon. That's it discounted.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens when it comes in, I guess.
It's also that card's also broken. But I don't think things should be able to do shit from the commander zone. That's just me though.
This is also Ryan we're talking about, so who knows if he'll be able to do anything
That's
with
true.
it. So
That's true.
we'll see what happens.
At what point are you fabricating cars?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like I could make up cards and talk, and most of the audience wouldn't know anything about it.
Probably.
Like when me and Austin were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, and we made the mythic deck that shall forever be known as Slapchop Bogworm.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't want people to know you're playing Exodia for some reason.
Yeah. They kept claiming I was playing Exodia.
And he
I was
was.
not. I was not. I
No,
was
he's playing
totally
Slapchop
not.
Bogworm. Exodia's
I
just a
was totally
secondary
not.
win con, you know?
It just so happens to be there, and most of my other cards just so happen to allow me to search for the Exodia, but that's totally unrelated.
Oh, that's
That
a
just happens to
secondary
be in there.
feature
Yeah,
of
that
it's
this?
just
a
happens.
secondary win con.
That just
yeah.
happens
Primary
to
win
be in
con.
there.
Didn't
Destiny
you have
board.
a catapult turtle in there or something?
Oh
too?
my god.
I don't remember what was in there. I'm gonna be
It's been
honest.
forever.
It has been way too long.
I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! I've kind of forgot.
Did you
how to
have
play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mushroom Man?
I don't know. This
Like,
was over a year
we
ago.
played
This
it
is a
all-
long time ago.
We played this shit.
I've
out of
never
it.
played Yu-Gi-Oh,
For
so my
little.
brain is
Yeah,
giving
we
me
play- we like-
bullshit random nonsense.
Yu-Gi-Oh is bullshit, random nonsense.
It is.
My boy.
Yu-Gi-Oh's like, here's 8 paragraphs of text. Figure out what it does, and then also realize that it interacts with other cards that also have 8 paragraphs.
Not
of
so
text.
much figure out what it does. It's just more of have fun dealing with this and find out why it's so useful.
John, Chris, I know you're listening. Yu-Gi-Oh sucks.
Damn.
Get 'em.
There's
Get 'em.
no
Damn.
reason. I tried to
I
play
like
a
that you're
pendulum deck.
hiding
There's
this
no
message
reason.
when you're going to see them in like 45
I'll tell them to their
minutes.
face in like 45 minutes. I
This-
don't like Yu-Gi-Oh.
There's absolutely no reason the pendulum mechanic should be as confusing as it is. It's just a load of.
I think it's more confusing until you actually learn how it works. 'Cause I was so super confused by
Congrats,
it.
Josh. You've described how every process
Yeah.
ever works.
Exactly.
I
Well,
could
look at
look,
the learning curve on
look,
this.
I
How I
could,
reached
like,
the top.
It's
I
like-
didn't understand it, and then I finally it finally got put into Duel Links, the mobile
shitty
speed duel
mobile one,
version, and I was like, oh, this is so much easier to understand than I thought. Except for like,
We also have an AI helping you out too.
It's also
True,
funnier
but-
if I don't learn, so I can just keep making fun of it as a nebulous concept.
Dude, that's a strat.
fair.
No,
Yeah,
it's like
that's-
what you're describing is like, no, yeah, I play Aphelios. No, it's super easy, I swear.
Tell me how you play him. What
No,
do
it's
you
super
do
easy.
to win?
Yeah, well, you see, I hit Q.
Besides,
he
smash
tells
your
you a
face
whole
into the
rotation.
keyboard.
It's like just like 80,000 buttons. No, yeah, it's perfectly. But
There's
it's easy
two
now.
buttons that are actives on his
Yeah.
that champion.
But you gotta hit him at the right time. But you
Still
also have to
not-
know 18 paragraphs of text and how every single weapon interacts. It's like Magic, where it's like, yeah, each card has like 5 words of text, but they become so complicated in their interactions that it's stupid and insane.
Because there's like a bunch of
I
little
think
loophole
ProZD
things.
made a fucking video on it that amused me greatly. It's like, I play 5 dairy cows, but since I'm able to play 3 cheese cards on top of it,
I
can
think I've
send
seen
the
that
dairy-
video. I
Yeah.
think I know what you're talking about. It's a good one.
It's one of those things of, this is ridiculous, but accurate.
Yeah, it's simplicity stacked on simplicity eventually turns into what, like that.
Complexity.
Yeah, but that guy built.
That's
earlier.
how like most AI storylines handle bullshit. Just, yeah, we made a fucking toaster and it does one little thing. But then we got 42 toasters in a room and suddenly
They
it
started
went all
conspiracy.
wrong.
What the fuck?
Josh, you laugh. That is how the AI in the Mass Effect world work.
That's true.
Individual
That's
processes and
actually
they start
true.
sharing resources.
Speaking of AIs, have you seen how there's like they're claiming there's like these AI things they made in Japan that have killed anywhere from like 10 to like 50 people depending on what article you look at? It's a different number every time.
Is
It's a
it
different
those
number every
artificial
time.
like cafe things?
No, I don't know what it is. I just know there's like some political person in America's like, we got to start, hammering down on AIs and robots because of all these Japanese scientists that have died. And it's like, they say 29, this article says 26, this article says 32.
Fun
like, it's always a
fact.
different number. Like,
70%
What
of
happened?
statistics are made up.
yeah.
Just like that statistic. You can make up a statistic. and it works
47%
perfectly.
of statistics fall much more believable on the scale if you use an odd number.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's super easy. It's not hard to make the masses believe.
But honestly, I'm just sitting here being proud that there's a U.S. politician that went, look, the outside world exists. Isn't that neat?
Technology.
They're making Gundams.
That's
in
pretty
Japan.
much all they do. What are you
They're
talking
not
about?
making Gundams.
They're
They're always
making
like,
mechs in
look at
Japan.
what's
Have you
happening
seen it?
over here.
No.
You haven't
not,
seen
like,
the
here
mechs?
in here
No.
where you live.
How
but
do you
it's
not- that
usually,
seems
look
right
at
up
that
your
guy
alley.
I haven't
across
seen
state
it.
borders.
It's so cool.
The only thing I've seen is the Walking Gundam
Yeah, have
from
you
like
seen
a
'em?
year or two ago, and
The
people were
mechs
like, "Oh my
people are making?
god!"
I have not. No.
Oh, they're so cool.
All my brain is giving me is like Comic-Con videos of like people
Somebody
that do
made
Overwatch
a
like this.
somebody made like a borderline working like the mech from Aliens, like the one where
The
she
fucking
fights the
auto
queen.
loader
Yeah.
thingy.
It's borderline working. It's pretty cool. It needs strings to hold it up, but
I'm just giggling at the idea
They-
that someone's out there making fucking future space construction equipment.
Well, they have that Transformer guy, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He kept like saying mean things to those TikTokers. Remember?
I fucking hate
The little
TikTok.
kid would come
What?
up and do the floss dance, and he'd be like, "I didn't ask to come and see this." It was Megatron, wasn't it? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
You've never seen any of those
no.
videos?
like the fucking like dude in the suit at like.
But
It's at the
oh,
park,
fuck,
right?
but it's like huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know where it is, but like
I want to say that's like at. It's not like Orlando Studios that does Transform. Is that a Disney property?
I have no idea.
No, I think it is at Universal.
Okay, no.
Almost positive.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
I
I
only
know the
did have
video you're
that one
talking
time.
about. Just shit talking people wandering by.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
they
know if
like
I've
walk
seen
up
that.
and try to like impress him, and then he's like, you suck.
I've
I'm
not
trying
seen them.
to find a video of us Max to show you.
Show it to me later.
Jamie, could you pull that up?
Shut the fuck up. No, I'm
Yumi,
not.
you're supposed to be on that little one.
Yumi, I need you to pull that up for me.
Google it.
She's sleeping.
She's
doing
trying.
something.
I could fix that.
Jesus.
Oh, I took my cat to the vet recently. That was the
What
thing we
for?
did. Generalized checkup.
Yeah.
He's losing his hearing, so he's
Oh.
yelling louder in the middle of the night. And I just wanted to go, is there anything else wrong with my cat, or is he just being like a bastard? And I could spend $90 basically for a woman to go, yeah, that's about a cat.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
still
so
need to come back in like 3 months to do like his shot updates, but in that he's good to go. It's like, really?
Josh's cat, his boy cat, is such a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
This
Beat
may
is
surprise you. Cats are that. It's kind of in the name.
Beat is a little scaredy cat. Like
He will
he was fine the first night I let him out here.
Mm-hmm.
They both came out and wandered around shit like that, and then it seems like ever since I've let the door open and like just like try to get him to come out,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't want to come out. Like he'll come out maybe 2-3 feet and
Sit
then he
there and
doesn't go anywhere
scream.
else, and he
Mhm.
runs back into the room and then he'll start
Scream.
whining for his sister because he doesn't know where she
It's
went
not
to.
whining. This man is screaming.
He's whining.
He's It's. I can hear it from upstairs. He's screaming. Do you want me to reenact it?
No,
But
no.
Austin, think about this from his perspective. Imagine you wander out of your home,
It is a
and there's
giant
another
room.
one of you that is 4 times larger.
I can't help it. My cat is insanely long. Okay.
And they're tiny still.
Yeah, he's fine. Rengar does not give a shit about those 2 cats. He doesn't. He literally, you saw him. He's just following him around, laying there. He was doing whatever he wanted.
I have heard him and seen him hiss at my cats.
Occasionally. It's not bad.
It's just to put them in their place a little bit. and
Yeah,
then
because he's the
like,
boss.
"Alright, you're
Yumi, on the other hand,
Yumi's just like, I want
does
no part
not
of it.
like them. She just sits on the stairs, and if they come near her, she goes. She doesn't like swat at him. She just lays there and hisses at him. for
Like
a
I
while.
said, you have to give her time. I had a new cat, a little kitten introduced to an older cat who's pretty much been alone since her sister ran away, and yeah, she hissed at the little
you-
baby all the time.
Did you contribute to the stray cat problem?
No. I think I don't remember
Yes,
what my parents
I
told
adopted
me.
4
but
cats, gave them Viagra, and then threw them off the side of the road.
That's me. Don't even joke.
Jesus
I'm sad now.
Christ.
Don't do that.
No, my cats came out last night and they were pretty fine. I mean, Rhyme kept wanting to bolt up the stairs and I was not happy about that. And I
I'm
Yumi
now
was not happy
resisting
about
the
that.
urge to go steal one of your kittens and to flop them on the table.
no, I'm not bringing them out here.
Yumi was
Small.
every time she went up there, Yumi was just
No.
laying there. She was not happy. She was.
I mean, I don't blame her.
They're
My
invading
cat,
her
yeah,
space. Yeah.
and that's why I was trying to prevent her from doing that, but that didn't matter. My week was interesting.
I'm glad I
I-
asked. What'd you do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
who
fuckers
asked?
never asked.
I assumed the other assholes had done it.
No.
so
Well,
I
we all
apologize.
we all
No.
agreed to not ask him, right?
Shut the fuck
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So Wednesday we had our streaming when we were supposed to do this.
Mhm.
That was plagued by fucking tech issues to start, which was pissed me off.
Yep.
That was
Fun times.
a night.
This is the part where I'm going to subtly unplug one of our audio implements just to fuck with
Please don't unplug shit.
you.
when
That will
shit's
be a
live.
very loud spread.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to figure out what one of the quiet ones is.
There isn't a quiet one. Everything's gonna be loud.
I can turn off the house.
Yo, that's a strat.
Flip a breaker. Jesus Christ.
Well, Nigel wound that up. I don't know if I'd trust flipping that breaker.
Huh?
He did it for the fucking air conditioning, and that was it.
That's
And
true,
even
yeah.
then, it wasn't that much. I found out that my clarinet needed to go back in the shop.
What'd you do to it?
I didn't do shit. They didn't do something right, so they had to fucking repad it, which kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Your clarinet?
Yeah, because I had rehearsal we started rehearsals this week.
Well, you had a little windy key and close all the way, or what?
Apparently, because I
Woodwinds,
couldn't
am I
play
right?
below like a certain note. And I took it in the shop and he's like, "Oh, something's loose or something came loose or whatever." Because he would blow into it and he could hear air coming out. I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do that, and we got
The
music.
seals were broken, you say. Unleash the greatest of evils, the clarinet noise.
Yeah, it was not good. I was annoyed. So I was like, "Fuck! I don't want to use my shitty plastic clarinet that long." So thankfully they got it fixed.
You have a
No
backup
charge.
clarinet?
Yeah, because I had a plastic one for marching band.
Oh, I just had to use
It's
an
called a
actual normal
recorder,
bass clarinet.
actually. It's a,
What?
I said it's called a recorder.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Do you have belts on it?
No. Shut the
What belt
fuck
did you get?
up.
What
I don't
belt
know.
did you get?
We had this conversation before at one point, and I don't
I got
remember.
up to brown belt.
Wow.
I don't know what I got to.
Mm-hmm.
I always know I can play hot cross buns.
So
Like a
that
champ.
happened, and then Friday,
Mm-hmm.
I'm at work doing shit. My watch starts going off. I'm like, who the hell's calling me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the audio or the AV guy.
Oh, kick ass.
And he's like, I know you were wanting to, come down and whatever. And he's like, well, how about I have a shoot on Wednesday? I'm like, fuck yes, finally. So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I should be able to do that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I told him again, I was like, I have Wednesdays off mainly, but as long as I have like a week's notice, I can get days off from work, whatever. So he's like, all right, let me know by Monday to make sure that you're still good, and then I'll give you information that day or next day. I was like, all right, cool. This is fan-fucking-tastic.
Mm-hmm.
So later that day, I'm in the back, and the one manager comes up, and he's like, so I heard you might be leaving us. I was like, son of a bitch, because I hadn't told him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd only told the owner and the one manager.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, all right, who the fuck told him? So I started talking to him about it and shit like that. And
Immediately turn. What's it to you?
I mean, he was like, shit, if you can get a job doing what you went to school for and make more money, fucking do it. I was like, thank God, yeah. So hopefully I get some more, I hear some more dates next week. And I can start working more shit.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it. I'm also now the owner of a fucking ukulele.
He is. That's
Are
true.
you?
Oh, you
He
did
is.
go through all that.
Yeah,
Kick
I did.
ass.
Austin
I did
can play
take
it.
it. I was like,
I can't
fuck it.
No,
play it.
Austin knows how to play it.
I don't know how to play ukulele.
I've seen him play it multiple times.
I've
He's
never
lying
played a
to you.
ukulele in my life.
He
I've
literally
never held a
owns 4 of
ukulele in
them.
my
He's
life.
gaslighting you.
I
right now.
honestly didn't know that ukuleles had 4 strings, so that was
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
See, he knows.
interesting. I didn't know that.
Well, yeah.
What's the tuning of a ukulele?
I have no idea.
How do you tune a ukulele, Austin?
I'd have to look.
I don't know.
I'd have to
I-
look.
EGAB.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can figure out how to play
I
Never
have-
Too
I
Late
have
by
a-
3 Days Grace on the ukulele.
I have a tuner and it has a ukulele tuner mode.
Oh my
You.
god.
Imagine
So-
using a
How the
tuner.
fuck does that work?
Oh, what? Do you pull out your little tuner rod and you're like,
No.
No, I have a tuner that
There's a
I can hook a
specific-
microphone
there's
into
a
it and
specific way to
clip it
tune a
onto
guitar You
it.
don't need a tuner for.
yeah, tuning by ear is pretty tough. And you
That's how my
say
dad taught me.
I can't tune by ear.
See, you keep talking hot shit anytime tuning is brought up, but I have yet to see you tune a guitar by
Do you want
ear.
me to tune? I did. Go get your guitar. I'll tune it right now.
My
wanna grab my
is
guitar?
like-
Is it out of tune?
It might be.
I'm
It
not
probably
gonna-
is, to be
We
honest.
can do it after podcast.
You go snip a
but do we
cable
have?
and
Do you
No.
have a tuner to
I do have a tuner.
prove that
I
it's
do.
in tune?
I
once
haven't
he's
tuned
done?
a guitar in like 6 years.
I have
don't
a-
know how to
Oh,
tune.
here he comes with the
Oh,
Johns.
how's your week been, shithead?
I already told you my
We kinda talked
appetite's
about
been
it.
weird.
I thought you were cutting that part out.
Oh, I pulled down
No.
a tree.
You pulled down a
I thought you
tree.
were gonna say
Yeah.
your pants. I was like, what the fuck?
I've
Why?
pulled down my pants plenty of times in the past week, though.
He just did it earlier. Remember, he took a shit in here.
Oh my god! I can't believe. Did you put the seat down right?
Of course, I put the seat down.
Did you
I
put
put
the
the
lid
seat down
down?
just normally. Yes, I put all
Before
of it
and
down, like
after.
at my
Because
house.
you know
too.
Rengar's a toilet diver.
Yes, I'm aware. I just naturally do that. That's something I do.
Most normal people do put the toilet seat down after they're done using it. No,
Besides
just
my
You trying to
family.
insinuate someone? I put the toilet seat down.
Oh, I wasn't saying you. I was just
Oh,
saying.
we're talking about
like,
Ryan.
uh,
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
No,
I
it's talking about
wondered
other
and
people.
lifted up the lid before I sat down. Should I not have?
So I've managed to not see Ryan naked yet, even though I've seen him naked. but-
Crazy.
Because we have a system. Because we share a bathroom and
Okay.
there's no locks on the doors.
And you fucking knock on the door.
No, we have a system. We turn the fan on because it's loud as fuck. It's broken, so it just rattles here. Brrrr. I'm like, oh, Ryan's in there. Try not to go in there.
It's such a stupid thing.
Oh.
You can lock those doors on the out and the inside.
No, you can't.
I thought there was locks on the door.
Put a doorstop in there so you can shove it under the door
Then
when
the
you're in there.
cats sit there screaming.
With the number of you
No, like a-
assholes that have worked at home improvement stores, surely someone would have taken the step to go and spend, what, $10, $15 on a fixable fucking knob?
No,
No, just get a
20.
doorstop. You can stick it underneath when you're going potty, so
Your
people
head's
know.
gonna
Yeah,
be
but
a
that's a
doorstop
fire
if you keep
hazard.
talking to it.
False.
There's 2 doors.
My head would simply roll.
No, I'll flatten
sorry?
your head so you can stop a door, dog.
Oh.
If you flatten my head, the door's gonna go over my head.
No, that's not how it works. I'm gonna flatten one side of it.
You're gonna. There's gonna be. I don't think you realize like, my head isn't malleable. I don't know what you're.
Yeah, it's insinuating I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. That's the whole point of me saying that.
Yeah, that's
That's called
crazy.
murder,
I'd like
I
to
think.
see you get through my skull.
You said you have a thick
It
skull.
has 2 health bars.
we get Austin on a half. He pops in the second phase.
Also, Alex, to be honest, there's a lot of shit around this house that needs to be fixed or like just improved on it.
Light
and
switches.
Yeah, light switches the big one. Light switches and light bulbs. I need to switch out. But
I know a guy.
Well, you guys have managed to
Okay, first of all,
swap
the
out
light
most of
bulbs-
the old woman China for what is effectively anime China. So
Yeah.
good
I
job.
kind of vibe with it now at this point.
I'm kind of waiting for you to put like a shitty Hatsune Miku like plate back up on those little shows.
Oh,
No.
you haven't seen the new artwork that Ryan put up.
Oh no, I saw it.
Oh,
It's
you
upsetting.
Ryan's score.
I was gonna
sorry,
give you
yeah.
shit that went on the wall before that, despite it being like 3 months older.
That's more than 3 months old. That thing's been around.
No, the fact
it's
it's
been
I mean,
sitting
how long
there
has
the
it been
entire
sitting in
time.
that exact spot?
Since
I don't
since
know
he's
where to
moved
hang
in.
it.
I told you can hang up in the hallway up there. It'll be
I'd
fine.
have to get okay from Ryan.
Ryan is not going to give a shit. I guarantee he's not going to care.
But do you realize how much wall space is
It's a
just
lot
right
of-
here?
Have you seen how
There's
big this
just
thing
so
is?
much wall space.
Have you
Yes,
seen-
I can see how big it
Look at
is.
that.
You could hang it on the
I'm gonna
ceiling.
sneak in here one day, and I'm gonna put a big ass mural of myself on that ceiling wall.
Please fucking don't.
Look at this. Look how long this thing is. It's a lot of space.
It's not that much space.
Where'd you even get that?
Ryan
Why
is-
do you have
Ryan
just
is
the
not gonna
paint of
care.
a lighthouse? Oh, your dad.
Also, you could put it in your room as well. You could put that in your room. He has a fucking no. I don't want to fucking put a fucking Elvis poster.
You
up
got the
Awesome.
No, not
biggest.
really.
Trendsetter. Hang
You
it
got-
on the outside of the house.
Dude, oh my Chris Strat.
You went.
the king did?
No, I'm not a huge fan of Elvis.
You found the
Fucking put it
biggest
on the
Elvis
wall
poster
outside
you
your
could.
window, overlooking the backyard.
The king lives for.
No, I do. I do need to find some. I need to buy some frames and some other just posters and shit to
Are
hang
you sure
up.
it's wise to buy frames? You'll have more photos to hang up.
Yeah, I'm hideous in photos.
I have 4 posters over there. I need to put them in frames.
I know, I'm making the joke of you have a fucking stock image that you want to hang up or whatever the fuck that one was.
Yeah, it's hanging up right there.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you don't like that?
It is
It's
hanging up.
minimalistic,
Hang on,
though.
let me
That's
just
nice.
I wanna
Somebody
swivel the
made that
table,
out of
but I'm wearing-
construction paper. That's what that looks
Look,
like.
it's better than the one that my sister just gave me, where it was actual like.
You're
bullshit.
not wrong. That does just look like layered construction paper.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That looks like
Yeah, and it'd be
construction
cool.
paper.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. There's not even like the little birds, you know, like when you make them like that,
Dude,
like the little V's.
I regret inviting you to my house.
Damn. Yikes.
Well,
Can't
looks
believe
like
you do
looks
this to your
like
other
the
half. I hate when you guys fight.
looks like the thinly sliced ham, honey ham, is out of the picture now.
Fuck.
Don't worry about it. You missed this part. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
You know I don't listen to the podcast, so I'm going
I
to
don't. I
forever
don't.
not
I
know
don't
what's going
care.
on.
It's
Dude.
fine.
I'm nervous about after a podcast.
Why?
It'll be fine.
I feel like the deck ruined the entire campaign.
I disagree.
It
I
wasn't
think
the
it gave
deck.
us a chance to fix the campaign.
It wasn't the deck, it's what the people did with the deck, all right? The deck is just there as like
Honestly,
basis
it's
for
not
what
your
can
fault that
happen.
people are fucking dumbasses and kept pulling from the fucking deck.
I mean, I bullied people.
Didn't
into
you
pulling.
pull from the
I
deck?
didn't.
No, he
me
didn't.
and Chris were the
They were gonna
only
go trick
fuckers
other
who
people into pulling from a
abstained.
deck. That's what we said.
We were the only ones who abstained from pulling from the fucking decks.
And like I told him, he's like, "Oh, it's all my fault." I'm like, "John could have just said we never walked into that store. That's all he could have done."
He
But
could've.
he's like, "No, I'm taking it 3
Yeah.
sessions back."
yeah,
More than
Yeah.
3, dog.
3 months back is
Yeah.
what you mean.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I mean, it all started if you pull in the void. I was like, oh, okay, we can make an adventure out of it. That's fine. And then
Yeah.
you pulled the void. You
Then-
pulled the void.
Immediately after.
Yep, immediately after.
Yeah, because
Oh
y'all
my
know
God.
it. I was hubris testing is what I was.
You were
It's okay. It's a fine table. It's mostly joke items and one thing. And I guess another thing.
Yeah. Well, no, so
And-
one of the joke items was a 1-card deck. I thought that was funny. Like, it's just a single card. You
And
roll.
that's
yeah,
what I
but
got.
then when fucking 11 was a full ass
yeah,
deck.
that was the good thing.
But that it's
But if you
it's-
go a number up or down on the table, it's like
stupid
this is a
shit,
shoe
yeah.
that farts.
but it's actually insane because I pulled a 1-card deck. Then you got the
he
full
had the
deck.
full deck.
And then who else got the full deck?
He
John.
rolled. He
John?
spent all
Or
his
no.
Chris
Yeah,
spent
Chris
all his
did.
money rolling the table like 5 times.
And he also got another deck.
Yes, but he got a
So
bunch of funny items.
1
as
out of
well.
100, we just so happened to pull
Yeah.
2
The other
decks
items were like,
and
this
a
bag
single
makes
credit.
fart sounds.
This bag makes fart sounds.
This
is
weapon
a
can do
fake
literally
knife.
anything,
This is
but
a
you
fake
have to
knife, so
convince it to do
retractable.
something.
You know what? It all doesn't matter now. 'cause
It all
John
doesn't matter
fucking
because
turned the
John
time
reset.
back.
But we can still go back there, you know? Nothing's
I've
stopping
been-
us
I'm
from
honestly-
I
ending
just
up
like the idea
there
that
again.
canonically there's some asshole blacksmith somewhere with about 48 full packs of deck of anything.
He's got
just
it's like he's got
under
them
the
sleeved
counter.
up. He's individually sleeved them all up.
Fucking top loaders and everything.
Yeah, you got top loaders. He's like, oh, dude, you want to buy my one of crown? I haven't declared, but I pulled it yet, so it's all yours. No, I'm actually.
And we were loaded. Like he didn't have to take it back in time.
Are you
Somebody
allowed
got a
to shuffle
castle.
the deck?
Somebody got a castle. He had like 4 extra
I think the way
levels.
the deck works, you have to declare you're pulling, right? Like you can pull as many cards as you want. As long
Yeah,
as
but
you're
can I
declaring
shuffle
it.
the deck?
I think so. Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know.
It doesn't change what's in there.
Can
it
you
just
stack the deck?
changes your pool.
I think magically it changes itself if you try to stack the deck.
I just like the idea that some asshole's over there just going. I
Do you think
get
there's
pocket
a-
aces? I swear to God.
Do you think there's a deck of many things like a lawyer?
Probably.
Like, did
That's
you
an NPC.
try to pull a card and you got the void? Come to me
That's
after
Saul,
your friends find your body.
yeah, dude. That's Saul Cardman.
You say this like you wouldn't make a fucking cosmic lawyer NPC.
Oh, it would. It'd be fun.
Cosmic lawyer.
Yeah, he's just here to.
Like he's like some ancestral being. Like what? What do you
He's
mean?
gonna-
I've noticed you were injured in a Trask attack. Do you know you could be compensated?
He's like playing on all your little phones. You just have little spam messages of like fucking
Oh.
videos of him.
Yeah.
Did you get crushed in a two-way crash of a carriage? I can help.
Did somebody force you into making a promise and now you've been turned into stone? I can help you with that one.
Or you were the victim of a wild magic fireball? You could be.
Did your barbarian rage and shoot a laser in your
And a
face?
laser into your.
I can help you with that.
What kind of barbarian has a fucking laser?
Wild
Wild
magic.
Wild magic
magic.
barbarians, they can
Oh.
shoot a laser from their
Oh.
chest.
That's the
know
one
that.
where
They get fucking Iron Man a laser from their chest.
you
fuck?
played that once,
I
didn't
did,
you? And
yeah.
you just got the fairy a lot.
I did.
The exploding
It
fairy.
was in our Goblin campaign.
Good old flumps.
Oh, you are. That's.
Yeah, I'm a wild magic barbarian in our Goblin campaign.
Mm-hmm.
He's a wild magic sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
He ate a rock.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he got his power.
Neat. It's a good rock.
And then our cleric just worships him.
That seems like a bad idea.
Use booyah. Goblins don't know what it is.
None of my D&D sessions ever top me and you talking while Nigel's just acting insane. We're sitting there like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Because we're like old friends and he's like a new guy. And I'm like, dude, he's literally insane. We're talking like, we need to kick him out of here. Look at him. We go over and Nigel's going, he's like praising him. And we just come back multiple times. It was a good time. That was a lot of fun.
Except, you know,
Monstrous.
despite literally worshiping me as a god, I noticed he pulled his realistic thoughts into the game. It was like, actually, I'm not going to side with my god. I'm going to side with this guy.
No,
Little
he's starting.
breaking
He's
of
becoming.
character.
He's becoming individual. He's
But the
becoming
second he becomes individual, what happens to all of his power?
nothing because we get all our powers from your rock that you ate.
He gets the powers from worshiping me. That's
no,
how
I get my
clerics
powers
work.
because I'm near you and you have a
Yes,
little wild
but
magic rock in your
him,
stomach.
he's a cleric.
He gets his powers from your rock as well. We agreed on that.
That would give him like wild magic
I wish there was a wild magic cleric. That'd be
cleric stuff. And
fun. I
that's
heal
not
you.
real.
Oh, just kidding. Actually, it's acid.
Be a
Battery
power move.
acid.
Just, hey, you're not worshiping properly. Your spell slots are not coming back until
I mean,
you
that's
make
just warlocks, dude.
It is, but
Oh, did you not worship me enough? Sorry, buddy. Go back to like level 1. You get no spells.
You're fucked.
fun fact, that one's actually up for debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because depending on what book you read, it's not a case of like an ongoing transaction. It's you have snipped off a piece and you have it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But yeah, if you want to be a DM, you just go, yeah, no, fuck you. I Eldritch Blast.
I still want to play a sentient weapon who another player carries, and I can just tell them to do things, and if they don't, I just give them
So you're Ross.
debuffs. Basically, yeah.
Play a druid. That'd be great.
Oh, a sentient pot of dirt.
No, just the idea. It's like, all right, I'm a sword right now. You're being a dick. I wild shape into a squirrel and leave.
I'm gonna go over there. No, I'm
now
excited.
my true form. Stab.
I'm excited. I've been working on this session all like past 2 weeks. I hope it turns out good.
So the fact that I spiked your drink with laxatives, not great, or
No, it probably makes the campaign better. Honestly, me not
Mhm.
being there tenfold.
Damn. Yikes.
Austin, do you remember that in the first campaign I ever ran with you, Tyler, and all them?
have we
Remember
official titled you two, by the way?
Oh.
Like for the audience.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
I literally
Webby.
said I was gonna call
Sorry, Webby.
this one Austin and this one Webby.
Web. Do you remember? The
I
first
thought we were doing the
campaign-
power move of Austin, other Austin, and then they have to fight.
No, I always call him Inferior Austin.
See, he calls me that to give himself a sense of superiority because he's a little.
That's
like,
weird because everybody I
self-conscious
tell
in
to call
other,
you Inferior Austin
areas.
also calls you Inferior Austin.
Well,
I've
I'm
never
pretty
done
sure
that.
the only person who did that was also sucking your dick. So there was a reason.
It's weird
that
because I've
happened that
also
way.
like gotten a list of people that refer to you as subpar Austin, and they seemed on board.
Damn.
One day we'll meet the true Austin.
We could tell him about
So
your
you
dad's.
should all
you could tell
strive
about
to
your dad's
be.
boat catching fire.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's right. That was
Yeah.
we haven't recorded a podcast since that happened.
Tell us a little story
forgot
about
about
your
that.
dad's boat catching fire with me, Austin, and Nigel. on
So he bought this boat. It's kind of like a bigger like speed boat with like a little cabin in the front. Nice boat from the 80s. He bought it from some kid who was trying to do something with it. He didn't really drive it. A younger kid didn't know what he was doing. We were at the pier and there were people on the boat next to us, and they were talking to him. And they're like, "Yeah, the old guy who owned that was just some dumb kid." So we took it out in the Maiden's Voyage because the only time they've been on it is
Which you
during.
didn't tell me and Nigel was a maiden voyage.
I didn't. Well, I knew they, because the thing is, I thought we were gonna ride on this new pontoon they bought, but it turns out they bought another boat,
You were taking a pontoon out on Lake Superior?
Lake Erie, and they took the pontoon out on there just the other day, like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Those waves
A
were
pontoon.
massive.
No, dude, have you been on a pontoon? They handle the lake perfectly
I've been
fine.
on a pontoon. Yes,
You've never told me anything about any pontoon ever.
Josh up north. we have a
Pontoon's
I supposed
main
to know?
purpose is to float.
You were
Exactly.
on a pontoon like a month or
Yeah,
no,
we
2
went
months
tubing on a
ago.
pontoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, continue your story.
So, yeah, we're going out on a Maiden's Voyage.
Maiden.
And, my dad wants to kick it up a notch, go a little bit faster with the boat. And it was going faster, then it started slowing down, and there was a weird smoky smell. So they're like, all right, maybe let's cool it
You
off.
forgot
on
to
going
say
fast.
that the heat gauge was also at max.
Oh, yes, the heat gauge was like all the way up. Don't worry about that. And then so we go at this, it's this little island out in Lake Erie called Celeron Island. So we go dock there. We fool around on the lake for a bit. Multiple spiders kept crawling on my brother, and he kept throwing them
On
off.
you too.
Not on me. No, I didn't have any spiders on me. There was, because he was leaning up against the side, and I was
the
like,
boat
hey,
was
I was like,
covered in
there's a
spiders.
spider on you. Oh, yeah. The
Ugh.
big spiders by the water, too.
Ugh. No.
I've never seen spiders
Fuck
that
that.
look like that, just the way they were shaped.
They were pretty very gross.
So,
I was
yeah,
also stepping on broken glass at the island too.
we didn't step on
I
any
found
of it.
spiders
multiple.
found
I
them.
found
Wielding it.
multiple instances of broken glass.
And that's what happens, People litter, and, they should be...
I totally cleaned them up.
No. You tried skipping one on the water.
I got it away from the shore.
How would you
It's
feel
gonna
if
end up
you,
back
like,
at the
shanked a
shore. That's how
fish doing
waves
that?
work.
I would have been impressed. Are you kidding me? I'd throw it out there. You didn't
A
skip it.
fish
A fish
floats.
floats up. That would have been awesome.
So...
What if it came back with just a shard of glass and bailed and it tries to hit you?
Right.
But
oh, my
on-
fish go.
On the way back from the island, we were all down in the cabin, and we had to lock, close the doors because
Yeah,
the rope thing to hold them off to the sides was broken, so they would just flop around.
a lot
So
of things
we're
on
all-
this boat was broken.
I can tell, including the boat itself. From what I've
It
heard.
didn't look
Including the
that bad though.
passengers.
Like from the outside, the boat looked pretty
Yeah,
good.
I thought
you
it,
know
I
what
didn't
mean?
know it was a maiden voyage, so we're already on the boat
So
Halfway
on
under
the way
water.
back,
and a few beers deep.
we hear them talking about smoke and some other stuff, and I'm like, what's going on out there? So I pop the little thing off from the top, and I open the window, and smoke's like, it just comes
It
rushing
fills the
into
whole cabin. And me and Nigel look
I'm
at each
like-
other like,
I'm like, oh shit. And then he's freaking out because he thinks we're in the middle of the lake still,
Yeah,
but
'cause we're under- we can't
we're
see.
coasting
We're
towards
under.
the pier.
no, you forgot the best part of that. So you open up the door, smoke flies in. Me and Nigel are sitting there. You're opening the door. You close the door back up, and you sit down and pretend nothing happened.
So we have to find a way to get this boat back into
The
the
one-time asshole
dock,
show up early?
the parking spot at the dock on the pier, and the engines it's not working. Obviously, there was heat. There was no visible flames, but there was smelling of
melting.
burnt wire, and that could just be an overheating spark of wire. So there could have been just no fire. You know what I mean? But the heat could have melted the wire, and
That's-
so everything was totally not on us, except my dad should have cleaned the
Air filter.
air filter. It was black, and obviously that makes it
Did you
run a
already tell
lot
how we
hotter.
got to shore?
Well, I'm telling that right
Okay,
now. So, whoops, sorry. I did not mean to smack your laptop. So we're coming up to the pier. We get it. We're like right on the outside. We have to go in. You know, there's like little parking spaces for the boats. So we have a rope, and I got onto the docks, and my brother got onto the docks, and I'm not exactly.
You tried to
I
pull
couldn't
us
really
along.
I couldn't really do too much, and
Nigel's just standing there the whole time like.
my dad's girlfriend wants to like throw. She's like, I don't know how to get the rope over there. So Steve, this guy named Steve, he just grabs the rope and he jumps into the water. And I don't know if you've seen a pier, but most piers are completely just
Mucked
full
up.
of seaweed, so much, like all the way to the top. So he's swimming through seaweed, getting tangled up in seaweed, and he was super exhausted. Should have just told me to do it.
Yeah, because you're like 2 feet wide at Mountains.
Yeah, I just slip in between the seaweed.
He pulls the whole ass
Well,
boat.
he took the rope to the thing so they could like pull it, you know, and
and there's no
yeah,
way for me
he
to
sat in the
open
water
dock.
for a while because he's super like like exhausted, and you know they ended up pulling him up, and Kimmy threw a life jacket in the water.
It
I don't know why
missed
she did that.
completely.
Missed completely. It just started floating. It's like, well, there that goes, and I saw it floating towards the dock on
It
the
also
other side,
caught
so I had
fire
to run
and
all the way
Yeah, but
around.
Matt caught fire. Yeah, some nice old guy
Um,
grabbed the life jacket for us.
I got the life
Yeah,
jacket.
you're a nice old guy.
I went all the way around. I literally just sat there at the dock and I watched it slowly.
I hopped off the
float
boat
over.
as soon as humanly possible, and I just sat there like.
You said fuck
But
this
yeah,
shit.
then we did end up getting it back to the spot it needed to be via rope.
Yes, all in all, fun day.
So it was fun.
The swimming was fun.
Adventurous day.
Exhausting. So exhausting. That was the
exhausting, yeah.
most tired I've been in a long time.
You guys swam out into the weeds. There's a reason I didn't
The
follow
seaweed?
you out there.
No,
yeah.
I said as long as you stay like up, you're not gonna touch the seaweed. Like when you swim, you're swimming like this. You know what I mean?
Fun fact: Josh despises any sort of weed in the water that touches him.
Yeah, I don't care for seaweed at all.
I mean, yeah, it like feels gross, but like
Who's sitting there going, I'm a huge fan of seaweed. I like being swimming in the water
Me
and something
personally,
brushing against
I
my
love it.
foot and it
I
feels
am.
gross.
If I'm elected president, we're gonna put it everywhere.
one time I was swimming in Lake Erie with one of my old buddies, and he was underwater, and he reemerged, and he swallowed the algae on the top of the water, and he started crying.
Ew.
Pussy.
I swallowed algae.
Yes, our
No,
boat
he's
caught
cool,
fire.
though,
That's
but-
cool.
Tell him to
He
get
was-
back down there.
we
We
were
were take care of that.
we were younger at the time, so it was a little bit more reasonable. But even I was like, kind of like, are you
The fuck?
crying right now, dude?
Do you
swallowed
remember
some
when we
algae."
went and did the
No.
fucking Adventure Zone thing at the Seven
The
Lakes?
Woe Zone?
Oh, at Holly
Yeah,
Rock.
I want to go do that this year still.
We should-
I haven't
we should
got to
do it
do
again.
it. I want
Yeah.
want to go
Next
do
weekend.
that.
Let's
Like
do it.
we should do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I remember I was trying to run across this thing that's fucking.
Which one?
A fucking like the one where it's a bunch of like logs over water. It's like that. and
Oh,
like that,
wait, is
like
it the
that. And you have to
circle
run across.
ones?
No, the circle ones I can't.
I
do
think
physically.
no. My favorite.
You tried to do it multiple
No,
times.
I did, but my favorite thing that happened when we all went. Well, there's two favorite
Is it the
things. There's-
lifeguard running across?
Well, no, there's the one where Sydney had the rope caught around her leg.
Oh,
and
yeah,
her
she was
head was
fucking
dunked
hanging there.
underwater.
Yeah.
And then my other favorite one
Jesus.
is there's
That's
like this
horrific.
kind of like slanted thing like that, and it's like a curve. And
Oh, yeah,
you
but
have to
it
run
goes up the
across it,
bank? Yeah, it's
but
like a big
But since it's
curve.
wet, you can like slip off and fall into the water easily. And I slipped into the water, and I reemerged, and I saw Austin, and he's like he's just running across it. And he's going, and I don't know. He was just laughing and running. I thought it was so funny because I
remember
literally
that, yeah.
I just reemerged from the water, and I see him going.
Like a fucking psycho.
And I was
was just
laughing because he
funny.
fell into the water. I
And
was
he was
laughing my
he was
ass
just like.
off. I made it across too. I was a
You
kid.
did. He made
How
it.
much of the bullshit of overlap between water park versus bounce house or like the
The Woe Zone?
trampoline park?
I mean, that's what this is basically. It's
Woe
just-
Zone,
It's a
it's
massive like
inflatables.
ninja, like Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It just has random shit you
Okay.
can
Wipeout.
fuck
It's
around.
wipe out in the
Ryan
middle
there
of
to
a
break
lake.
a rib again. It'll be great.
It's wipe out.
I
in
think
the
my
middle of a
foot's
lake.
recovered since then, so we're
We
about
should go.
time for.
It's
God, that was so
Yeah,
funny.
we should go.
Austin, you should come with, Josh, you come with us. It's a good time.
You should. It's
I'll go
fun.
play. I'll go play disc golf.
But then
there's
you gotta
that
come
too,
to
yeah.
the Woe Zone too
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
So we can
Play
go,
disc golf.
whoa, ha, whoa, ha, whoa.
No.
God.
It's a good time. It's very fun. Are you gonna
It is.
bring Cass?
If she wants to. I've been telling her I
She
wanted
does
to
not
take
want to
her.
hang out with me and Nigel in this life.
That's not what it is. I haven't seen her in like.
You keep saying she's gonna show up, and then she never shows up.
Shit happens. She does that stuff with her friends all the time. Her friends like get mad at her and stuff.
Sounds like a real Ryan.
Well,
Damn.
no, she has more like legitimate reasons than Ryan, I'm sure.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, is that Ryan? Ryan?
Fuck you, buddy.
Hi. Hi. We're still recording.
Well, hello there. My sweet little honey bunny. My sugar baby honey girl.
No. We're probably gonna end soon, so
Wait, are we just kicking people out? Is that what we're doing?
I told
Yeah.
them. I don't know where Chris.
I don't know where they went to
I told
either.
them just to be quiet.
I was like, what are they doing?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
God fucking.
I totally forgot that you guys were doing this.
well,
You're the one who suggested it.
Anyway, my music recommendations.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
What's your recommendation?
Anything by Deftones?
Deftones is a really good band. Have you listened to their newest album, Ohms?
No, actually a little bit of it. Yeah.
Def Ohms.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. If you
Error?
smash.
My music recommendation.
Failure.
Of course you'd say failure.
Saw them live.
I'm surprised
Got
Ryan
a-
didn't say something else.
Got
I'm glad he didn't.
got Greg's pick.
You know what?
It's mine now.
Go listen to the Decemberists.
I don't know what those are.
They're like folk rock.
Give me a
see.
fucking song.
No.
Okay.
Like
Um,
what
I
are
don't
they
know.
called?
Down by the Water is pretty good.
They like Down by the Bay.
I think I gave a song by them last time too. Maybe
I
a
don't-
different band.
I don't know if you did or not, to be honest.
I did. It was Sucker's Prayer. I don't know. Variations on a Cloud. That's pretty good.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Is that
There's
that
no
You
Tooth
know them.
Fairy. Queens of Stone Age is good.
what was that?
Rated
Variations
R.
of what?
What?
Variations of what?
Variations on a Cloud. It's by one of the guys from Tally Hall.
Taken for a ride.
What's your favorite Queens of Stone Age song? If you want to recommend one,
That's a good question. So
is it from Rated R?
I don't know. I like a lot of their stuff, like Mexicola from
That's pretty
their self-titled album. Awesome song.
You could just go the basic route and say 3s and 7s.
See, I don't think that one's my favorite one. Actually, from that album specifically, I think I like Make It With You.
That's a pretty
more.
good. That's a
And
great
that
song.
one grew on me because I was like, it's like
their.
it's like their top listened to song on Spotify, and I'm
Is
like,
it really?
I'm like this song out of all their songs, and I still think that, but like it's grown on me. Like I love that song
I like
now.
it a lot.
What do you got, Alex?
Vampire of Time and Memory. They have a lot of good songs all over the place.
Down by the
So,
Ocean?
Mine comes from the concert.
Oh,
last
you mean
night.
Sat by the Ocean?
Is it Sat by the Ocean?
Mhm.
Fuckers, get you. Where I discovered the coolest thing I hadn't really considered is if you light a mallet on fire and then use it to beat a drum, it looks cool as shit in the dark.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The song they did was, I'll probably have to give you the spelling as later.
Oh, God.
Svanrand by Heilung.
Oh,
It
that
kicks ass.
Dude, give a Gorillaz song. We're going to see him.
a Gorillaz song.
Give us your favorite Gorillaz song.
I don't know my favorite Gorillaz song.
Super Fast Jellyfish.
That one
Just
I
to
like a
throw
lot.
second one on there.
That one's definitely up there. But like the whole, I don't know why, but that drum thing reminded me of you. Do you know the band The Vines?
Not even a little bit.
No, do you?
Dude, Austin, you find bands that like exist in their own like dimension.
No, they were on. Oh, what were
Dude,
they on?
Irish?
They were
listen
on
to fucking
oh,
Russian
it was-
polka metal. There's a lot of weird shit out there.
No,
is.
they're just like I don't know. They're like a punk band, but they were on like, oh my god, what show was it? I can't remember now. But
Scrubs.
they were on something super long ago, and like the lead singer has like some form of autism or something, and he was like playing his guitar, and he does this thing where he like did like a cool trick, and he accidentally smacked his guitar out of tune, and after that he had a fit. He was like singing like he went just not like. He was not there
What does this
anymore.
have to do with a drumstick being on fire?
Well, I don't know. The drumstick being on fire is like chaotic, and then like at the end, he took his guitar and he just fucking like threw it through the drummer's like drum set and shit. He was just freaking out.
That
It was
poor girl
just
set.
yeah, and this was his biggest like time to like show off their stuff because they were on like a big like talk show or something, and it's like oh like here's the Vines, and he totally botched it because
Yikes.
he had a mental breakdown.
Lovely.
What was your other song, Alex?
The other song is the Norse version of "If I Had a Heart," performed by Colm R. McGuinness.
You know what? Put 19
Just
2000 Soul Child remix on
Very
there.
white Irishman.
Specifically
in
the Soul
very
Child
neat sweater.
remix?
Going good.
I think both of them are
Who's
good
that
in their
by?
own rights.
That's the better one. though.
Home Armageddon.
I think it depends on what mood you're in, because they display
What, do you not
completely
need Holy
different
Combs,
like moods.
buddy?
Yeah, they do, but I just really like the Soul Child.
I heard
remix a lot.
Cole.
Mhm.
And I was very confused.
Have you ever listened to that one album with like people or
With
there's-
people on it?
Humans?
Yeah, people.
Humans?
No,
A lot of albums have people on them. That's kind of
no.
what
The
makes
song is
album.
called "People." I believe. I think something about the
The
album.
Gorillaz album, right?
Yes, it's a Gorillaz
Is
album.
it one of a
The one with
weird,
revolving
like, in-between?
doors, I
Oh,
think.
Revolving Doors is good. Is it like the In Between EP?
I don't know. And then there's like another song called "Sleeping Powder." I don't know where that one's from. There's just a bunch of like Gorillaz songs that
They're good.
are just like
They're a
on their
good
own
band.
little thing.
Josh, what you got on tap this week?
So I have quite a few actually. I have
Oh shit.
Funkonaut and Your Light by Grizz.
Neat.
I have High by Two Door Cinema Club because their new album dropped
Is
recently.
that like hi hello or like
Yes.
up in the air?
Or
or
H-I-G-H.
High as in high in the air.
Okay.
And then I have Persian Rugs by Max Saturn
Neat.
because apparently they dropped an EP on August 12th. I didn't fucking know.
Is that a euphemism in this case or like an actual like proper thing?
What do you mean?
Does Persian rug refer to the thing you put in your house?
I am.
or something
I-
you do
I-
to another person?
I believe the actual rug itself. They're also coming to Detroit on Black Friday, and I really want to go to that because they're like $20 tickets. So
Change Black
That's not
Friday's
bad.
name.
I want to do that.
Why?
No,
It's a different era.
If you want to go, I'll go with you.
Mhm.
I might
Make fun of you.
I might
Why is it
drag
called
you,
Black Friday?
Ryan and Emma and Ash or something. I don't know.
Solid
I
group.
can't say it on a podcast.
All right,
Do you
before
actually
he
know why?
Oh no.
before
I
he
don't.
says it,
I
in
don't
the
know why
jokes.
either.
It
I don't know why
checks.
either. I don't know why.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere else you listen to podcasts, Overcast, whatever it is. You can follow us on Twitter at Take It That Day Pod, Facebook at Take It That Day Podcast. You can watch our live streams at twitch.tv, Take It That Day Podcast, and on YouTube at Take It That Day Podcast, where we do videos of the episodes and also our gaming segments from the streams and other stuff. I think the only other things up there is Pokemon pack opening. So
Yeah, this week you can see us sucking ass at
Yo, I'll
Bomberman.
go-
It's
I'll go
great.
And Rocket
buy,
League.
And Rocket League.
it's fantastic.
I'll
And
go buy us a magic box. We can open that up.
oh, I thought you were saying something else. Austin
Yeah,
also
let's-
has suggested one chip challenge, and I am
Oh god, yeah, I did,
I'm
didn't
down for that.
I'm
So-
Super spicy
afraid.
chip.
Yeah, I can agree
Oh.
with that.
Closing arguments. Everybody go watch Dark Place. It's a masterpiece.
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Marenghi's Dark Place. You can watch it all on YouTube. It's one of the.
That's good.
I need
No, you're cut off now. That's
Goodbye,
all you
everyone.
get.
Goodbye,
Thanks
everyone.
For showing up,
Thanks for
everyone.
listening.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Watch Dark Marenghi's Dark Place.
I'm gonna kick your ass.